So you may have seen the first episode with the trailer. Basically, it's just Saquon Barkley going nuts. But you guys wanted to see the New York Giants being rebuilt. So we're going to start off with the Giants. What I'm going to do throughout this whole franchise rebuild is play a game, sim a game, play a game, sim a couple games, that type of thing. I'm not going to play every single game, not every single down, that type of thing, because it's basically about the whole concept of it is to rebuild them, not to play every single game and win every single game, because that's just not realistic. So we're going to play a couple games, we're going to sim the rest, we're going to be the general manager, we are going to be the GM, we're going to be a lifelong fan, just because it's probably the most challenging. You don't start with extra money, you don't start with happiness. It's more or less you start off kind of just brand new and fresh. Obviously, our name is going to be Slacker Gaming. And I have no idea how long these episodes are going to be. If I play the game, I will speed through the games. I'm not going to just completely just stand here and do every single down. I'll play every single down, but I'll edit out, all the boring parts for you guys. But I kind of want to just make this all about the rebuild itself and not necessarily about gameplay. It's easy for me to play on the best difficulty and still win almost every single game. But to be honest with you, New York Giants aren't going to win every single game. So me playing every game is not going to help us at this point. I will be playing on all Madden. Keep pretty much everything off. What I do want to do is coach firing. I want on. And the reason being, it's going to be a journey, and I don't want it to be like all about the Giant. Like, yes, I want to do a sim for 5 years. I hope I can stay on for 5 years, but I want to stay on basically for 5 years and see what happens to him. If I get fired and end up being with a different team or something, or if I get fired and it's over, then it's over. But I want it to be as realistic as possible. Same thing with relocation settings. I don't think the Giants are going to relocate, but if we ever decided that they wanted to relocate, or if I want to relocate, if I feel like it's a bad position and we need to relocate, then we'll do that. So keep this all on. We'll do quarter length at 8 minutes. That seems to be about what I can do as far as statistics wise. If I go anything larger, it's usually kind of weighing on statistics. I know I play on 10 minutes in my Kansas City franchise, and it's pretty realistic, but I worry that, well, I'm also playing with the Chiefs, so I can rack up some yards. So let's go 10 minutes on the quarter length there. Everything is going to be manual, full control. There you go. So that's what we're going to have it as. Starting point, we're going to start in the preseason because we got a lot of changes to make. Again, I am going to make this the most realistic that I can within reason, because people use sports as being, the rebuild you did with like my NCAA football Kansas team. They get mad because they're like, oh, well, Kansas would never land a 4-star and a 5-star guy. Well, look back 3 or 4, well, not, it's been more than 3 or 4. Look back like 8 or 9 years ago, they were landing 4 and 5 stars. So to say it's not realistic, same thing with Giants. Realistically, they probably won't win every single game this year. That's not realistic. But who's to say next year in real life they don't go out and get who's to say their quarterback right now doesn't end up being as good as Patrick Mahomes? We don't know that. So for people to say realistically to rebuild them, I won't do anything that's like too out of the ordinary. I won't go and spend like you know, hundreds of millions of dollars on really, really good players and stack my team, because that probably won't happen. But if I go out and get a big superstar to help my team, and yeah, I mean, that's realistic. Teams go out all the time and do that. So I just want to let you guys know. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think about it being realistic. If ever you feel like I'm not being realistic, just comment that down below in the videos and tell me why. Hey, I don't think it's realistic because this is happening, or I don't think it's realistic because the New York Giants wouldn't do this. Then let me know that down below, and you know, I might change it. I don't know. But anyway, let's get the season started. Let's take a first of all, let's just take a look at our roster in general, to kind of get just to kind of figure out what we are doing. So Eli Manning's our starter. People are pretty excited about Daniel Jones, the rookie. He might see some playing time. So like when I think of realistic, Eli Manning's not like, I'm not going to use him as a trade chip. I'm not going to use him to trade to another team. But I am going to do what I think is best for the Giants, just like their GM in real life would. So we're going to start off by putting Daniel Jones as our quarterback, because I think Daniel Jones needs to get some playing time. In real life, yeah, it'd be great if he would be behind Eli Manning and learn from him and stuff, but the game doesn't take that into consideration. What's going to happen is Eli Manning's going to waste another year, and Daniel Jones is going to waste his rookie year, really not improving much at all. So the only way for him to improve is to get some playing time. So we're going to put him in as our starter. Saquon Barkley, obviously, our boy. Few people. Okay. Wide receivers. We did lose Odell Beckham, which stinks, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the Golden Tate trade. Mostly because, I mean, Golden Tate's kind of like on the way down, I guess. He was really good in Detroit, but I mean, I don't think he was really worth it. Sterling Shepard, I like what he could bring. I like what he could do. Cody Latimer, Russell Shepard, Benny Fowler, Darius Slayton, who's a rookie, so we want to get him some playing time probably. Alex Wesley, another rookie. Looks like they're pretty quick. So I'm going to keep this as realistic as possible. I'm going to move Slayton up a little bit here so that he actually gets some playing time, because he's quick as crap. I would honestly put him in the slot, but realistically they'll probably have Cody Latimer there, so we'll keep him there. And then this guy is not going to be Benny Fowler, so might have to end up cutting a few. Tight end Evan Ingram, obviously our main guy. Young guy, he's good. Any younger rookies? He's a captain, huh? Okay. Left tackle, feeling good there. Probably got a couple more years left before he kicks the bucket. Will Hernandez, rookie last year, so he's pretty good this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Our center, I mean, let's take a look at pass block. Pretty even pass block. Yeah, they're pretty even all the way across the board. They're only like 1 or 2 away. He's not going to have to be lead blocking. Gets less injured, I guess. What about strength? It's still it's so close together. I don't think it really matters. So let's put him here because he's been in the league 3 years. He's been there 5. So put the younger guy in. Right guard, Zietler. I don't know. We'll see, because I see this rookie down here. I want to get the rookie some playing time. As a GM, you would probably keep Zietler because he's like your best player. Looking to completely rebuild, Zietler might be a guy that we can use later to get a draft pick, but we'll wait and see how the season goes. We'll see how it is turning out. Right tackle looks like Mike Remmers. Left ends Dalvin Tomlinson, 2-year guy. Chris Slayton. BJ Hill. Wow, he's pretty good. Dexter Lawrence, rookie. I like that. I like that a lot. I think the linebackers are going to need some. B.J. Goodson, Alec Ogletree, still there. Ryan Connolly, looks like they went out and tried to get some linebackers. Lorenzo Carter, I like him. Yeah, they went out and got some linebackers, so that's good. Corners, Janoris Jenkins. Yeah, corners where they need a lot of help. They do have 2 young guys here. Oh, and they got Julian Love. I like Julian Love. I think he's good. So they got some young guys down here, so we might end up seeing what Janoris Jenkins is doing. Possibly trade him for a draft pick later, because we got all these young guys down here that we need them to get some playing time. Free safety, Bethia, probably going to be close to his last year. Like to get some others playing time there. Jabril Peppers, he's pretty good. Kicker, Audric Rosas, Riley Dixon. Not really worried about any of that stuff. What I do want to do is I'm going to make some changes here. If they're not going to be like main guys, so to speak, then why not put them in for kick returners? Why not get those extra bonus points? Okay, third down running back, Barkley, obviously. Slot receiver, right in. Defensive tackle, Tomlinson. Substitute linebacker, slot corner. So looking at it, I mean, we need a lot of work, don't get me wrong. But I feel like the Giants have already kind of done a good job about filling up with some young guys. Honestly, what they need to work on right now is their offensive line. I think Jones might be a future quarterback for them. I think they also need to work at wide receiver. Media questions, team value. Where are we at on the team value? 19. Yikes. So 19 on that. Finances. Looks like we'll keep that stuff there as it is, and we'll change it differently. Marketing. Wow. Stadium. Take a look here, see if everything looks really good here. Doesn't even really look like we need to do anything. Looks like they just renovated everything. Staff. Pat Shermer. We'll see what he can do. Scout. Trainer. Can we change our trainer? Fire him. Get him out of here. For sure. That's probably what we'll want first. Anyway, okay, so we're set up with the owner. We're going to just take a gander at some free agents. We're not really trying to break the bank here. This episode is basically going to be setting up everything as we have done, and then I will actually sim through the preseason games, and that way we can get started with week 1. Who we will play Dallas Cowboys, so I might end up playing that. I don't know. I don't know really which games I'm going to play before I play them, but so let's start at the weekly trainings. So obviously, Dexter Lawrence is a guy we want for training. Looks like they're Julian Love, DeAndre Baker. Barkley's fine. Ingram's fine. He's fine, I guess. So we got a bunch of young guys, so they've done a pretty good job of going out and getting young guys that can, play. What I do think I want to do though, that, and we will work on the quarterback and offensive line. Quarterback and offensive line. Boom. And for defense, we will work on. We need, pretty much need everything, so I guess whatever's easy. Whatever's the easiest, I guess. Do that. Alright, we'll play these. Make sure that we get all golds on them. And then we will sim them probably for a while until we need some upgrades somewhere else.
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold. Ready?
Oh my god, I couldn't score a touchdown on it.
See you in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Ready?
There we go. We're happy with that. Nicely done. Let's upgrade some players. BJ Goodson, we're going to give him the field general. Keep him in the scheme. Happy with that. This guy, don't really know who he is. Alright. Let's go ahead. And we are going to jump to the next week. Gonna do the same things over and over again. Same people. Upgrade. Will Hernandez has an upgrade. Gonna give him the power scheme. Keep giving him power. Nate Solder. Give him power too. Lorenzo Carter. Let's give him run stopper. RJ McIntosh, give the run stopper too. Okay, that upgrades them. We won last week, 42-7. Nicely done. Go ahead and look at what we did here. Of course, we had Eli Manning as our backup, so he probably destroyed everyone. 69 yards. 7 of 11, not bad. We actually might put Daniel Jones back up right now until the beginning of the season. Rushing Gallman. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So that way he gets the extra playing time. I should have just kept him that way to begin with. We've done our trading, everything. We won last week. Go ahead, sim this week as well. Going to week 3, we're going to get all the way through the preseason in this episode, set everything up, and the preseason game looks like we lost last week. A couple of upgrade player, well, one upgrade player, Sean Chandler, give him the hybrid, keep him in the scheme. Ooh, 41-7. Yikes. So we had a complete flip around of what happened last week. Daniel Jones did not have a good day, either did Eli Manning. He didn't throw an interception though. 8 of 19. Oof, that's not good. Barkley doing his thing. Golden Tate, 5 receptions for 72 yards. Doesn't look like they just did much, honestly. Gimme. Upgradable players, BJ Hill. I think we already upgraded him once, didn't we? Yeah, just upgraded it again. Must be playing well. Let's go on to next week. This is the last week, so gotta cut 20 players. So it looks like we lost again last week. Let's go ahead and look at 24-20, not bad. Let's see what happened here. Looks like Eli Manning. Ooh, Daniel Jones struggled. Looks like he had 3 completions and 12 attempts. Barkley had a good game. Gallman didn't do too bad. Nice, got some rookies and young players stepping up. I like to see that. Alright, well, the last week against the Patriots, what we will do though this week is upgrade players, and then we got to cut some players. So Dalvin Tomlinson, let's keep on giving the schemes right now. Scheme fits. Mr. Lawrence getting the jump up there. Cut 20 players. So, yeah, we're definitely cutting this guy. I mean, could move him to practice squad, but he ain't playing. Cutting this guy. Cut him. Cut him. Cut him. Got down what all we needed done. Down to 53 players. Shouldn't have to really mess with the depth charts at all. We're going to go ahead and advance to the regular season. Oh, we actually did. We got the win. Preseason got the win. But apparently you can't look at anything. So don't know how we did in it. We did get to win 2-2 in the preseason. That's going to do it for us for this episode. In the next episode, we will play week 1. I probably will actually play that game since they're a division rival. I'll play that game and then probably sim the Buffalo Bill and the Tampa Bay game in the next episode. In this episode, we went over all of preseason. We cut our roster down to 53 men. We made some changes at coaching. We got a new trainer, stuff like that. So if you guys like this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button. Until next time, Slacker out.